It's me, Heather, and I wanted to do my December favorites slash like 2016 favorites. But it's mostly just going to be stuff that has been working for me recently, stuff that I've been loving, and some things you've seen a billion times already. If you watch my monthly favorites, you've probably seen them 6 times at least. So I'm going to get started. I don't have a lot, but I've narrowed it down to some of my absolute favorite items. So I'm going to get started with something that is still available. I tried to make sure everything was still available before I showed it to you, because that's kind of rude, right? But it is the Marc Jacobs About Last Night holiday palette, and it is beautiful. And I will put a link somewhere up here. It'll pop up for you to click on if you want to go see like swatches and my full review on the blog. But it's beautiful, and it's something that I think you can wear every day, like to work. You can smoke it out for night. You can make it glittery. You can make it dramatic. I really like it a lot. I think it's something that it is $99, but if you're wanting a quality palette where you're not going to have to worry about the shadows not working, not sticking, not blending, that's the palette for you. Oh my goodness, I just realized there's a bunch of stuff sitting over here. Anyways, so sticking with palettes, something that I have mentioned many times, and it has traveled with me all year, and anywhere I go I take it. It is beautiful, and it is the Charlotte in Bloom palette, and you can see that it is beat up and crumbling and falling apart, but it is one of my favorite palettes ever. It's one that I will repurchase. Love that palette. Oddly enough, as much as I love highlights, my go-to, the one that I take everywhere with me, it's my absolute favorite, is the IT Cosmetics Hello Light Illuminating Powder. You can still buy this on their website. I don't know if it's sold at Ulta Sephora. I didn't check that. I checked their website, and I checked where I bought it on Amazon. It's like 23 bucks, and it is available. But it is one that you can wear safely to work. It just gives you, it's kind of the same idea as the Hourglass. It's just like half the price, but it's beautiful, and you can tell, I mean, it's been a favorite for like a year and a half maybe, so 2 years perhaps, but it's awesome. Bronzer. I realized I didn't pick a blush. We'll be alright. We'll live. Of course, bronzer is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Original Chocolate, and I am trying to use this up so it's completely gone before I bust out my new one, because I have another one over there. But it has been a favorite. I think this was probably going on almost 2 years old, so it's good that it's hitting pan and almost gone so it doesn't go to waste. Excuse me. Then I'll just go to, oddly enough, even with my oily lids, my favorite primer has been the Master Prime by Maybelline. And it is very, very similar to Urban Decay, which is a favorite of mine as well, but for the price, I think it's a dupe. It's got the same consistency. I don't know why I'm swatching a primer for you, but it's got the same kind of tackiness to it that the Urban Decay Primer Potion has. The original. I don't know. It just works really good. I do set all of my primers after I use them, but for $8 or whatever it was, I like it. I think it's worth it. So it's in a favorites. It's in a yearly favorites. I definitely recommend if you're looking for one to check it out. Mascara is the IT Cosmetics Superhero, and this is one that I used and kind of put away because I was in love with the Tarteist one, and that was my favorite, and the L'Oreal, whatever it's called, that one was my favorite, of Luminous. And so I used it, and I was like, oh, this is really good, and then I kind of put it away, and then I started using it again, like, for like Thanksgiving, and then, well, since Thanksgiving, but I love it, like, and I got for 2 different people for Christmas, and they were like, how did you not tell me about this sooner? This is amazing. And it's got just like the original wand, which I like. It's not like the crazy ones that you might poke your eye out with, but this is what I'm wearing now. I don't know if you can tell. My lashes are amazing, but try this out. It's great. It's not wet. It's a dry formula. It doesn't like transfer under your eyes. You don't have to worry about any of that. That's why I love the Tarte one. The Tarteist, it would have been in here except for number one complaint is it transfers really bad. So you have to give it a while to kind of thicken up. Which, who wants to do that? Also, IT Cosmetics, my favorite brow product is the Brow Power Brow Pencil, and it's Universal Taupe. And that's just what it looks like. It has the spoolie on one end and the color on the other end. So now that my hair is back to ombre, I guess, whatever color this is, I'm using that again. I don't have to use the red since my hair's not red anymore. So my favorite eyeliners are Kat Von D Tattoo Liner and Trooper, which is just a black. And for my waterline is the Tarte Close Up Lash Liner, and it says Lights Camera Lashes. Yeah, Close Up Lash Liner. And so I use that on my waterline, and even with my itchy, allergy, watery eyes, it stays on. It doesn't transfer. It doesn't get into my eyes. And it's not like bleeding down or building up in the corner of my eye. So if you're looking for just basic black liners, I recommend those. Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. This shade in particular is, I can't read, Devotion. I was looking right at it. Devotion, and it's just the perfect color. I mean, I think for any time it's like a rosy mauve, but I like these. They don't dry my lips out. My lips are already dry from the wind and the rain and all that stuff, but I have been really liking these. We'll stick with makeup and then I'll go to skincare. So, this is something that I think I posted. It may have been in a favorites. It was probably in a haul. And I was wanting to buy the Urban Decay glitter liner and the new like Tarte ones and stuff. But I wanted to give these a second chance. And it was the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. And this one is in, just in case you like this one, is in Topaz Twinkle. And it just has this beautiful sparkle here, and I don't really care much about this end. I mean, it works fine, but I don't ever wear that shade. I bought it purely for this, for $8, because the Tarte and all the other ones are like $24, $25 a piece. And so I was like, for $8, I need to see how good it is. And I've been loving it. It's what's lying in my eyes right now. Sometimes I do it on the full lid. My best advice is to try this before you buy those. If you're looking for something sparkly, you get a lot of glitter when it comes out. You get a ton of glitter. So just do a little, let it dry. You can put it up. It builds. It's not crusty. It's not flaky. I do love the Urban Decay glitter liners because you get so much glitter. But for $8, can't beat it. I recommend them. My favorite concealer is the Tarte Shape Tape, and I am in the shade Fair. And everybody's seen this. It's been in like my past 3 favorites, I think. And my Ulta had all the shades, and this was the day after Christmas when I went, and they had the light shades too. So if you're looking for it, maybe just check back, because you know, after the holidays they're probably restocking everything. So, and this is a new favorite. You have not heard me mention this because when I reviewed it the first time for Influencer, my skin was really, really oily. And I liked it, and I thought it was a beautiful finish. It just did not work on my oily skin. However, now that my skin is much drier, I just have an oily T-zone, but the rest of my skin is really dry. This is working amazing, and it is the Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation. And I am in the shade 117 or Y225. And it's just a regular stick foundation. But, let me tell you, when I wore it, I think it was Christmas. Yeah, I wore it on Christmas. Everybody was like, oh, you look so pretty. Your makeup looks so pretty. Your foundation, your skin looks so glowy. And I was like, oh, thanks, because I'm super dry. And it's the weather change and my breakout and like trying to dry it out. I'm using new skin stuff like peels and different stuff. So my skin's a mess. But this is for dry skin, and it just glided on. It didn't collect in my dry spots. I'm wearing it today. So then the next day I wore it when I went out shopping, and I got compliments from like the girls who work at Sephora and stuff. So I thought that was really cool. So I recommend it if you have dry, even a little combination dry skin, because like I said, I still have an oily T-zone and I just set it, but this is beautiful. So this is my favorite foundation. currently while I have dry skin. I don't know what I'm going to do when I have oily skin again, because that's just easy. I've never been a stick foundation like person because of my oily skin, but when my skin's dry, that's perfect. So, alright. Two of my favorite primers have been, well, this is not necessarily a primer, but I used it before I put on my foundation, and it is the Pixi Glotion Day Dew Brightening Lotion. What's it say here? Yeah, you're just supposed to put it on where you want to glow. I put it on my face, or you can put it on like your décolleté, on your shoulders and stuff, but I love it. I put it on before I put on my makeup. It kind of works like the Hourglass, is it their ambient lighting primer or whatever their primer is. It gives you that beautiful glow. This is just a more subtle version of that. It moisturizes. It doesn't take away from the foundation, but I like it a lot. So if you're looking for something in a drugstore you can grab, that Pixi is amazing. You already knew this was going to be in here, and it's the Marc Jacobs Undercover Coconut Primer. I just repurchased a new one because I love it so much, but I am scooping because their containers are amazing and you can scoop it out. So I am, but if you're looking for whether you have oily or dry skin, this is perfect, especially if your skin's oily, because it doesn't make you more greasy. You might need something if you're super dry, something more than this, but for me who has combination skin, this is great. Also, the Bye Bye Line Serum. It's the Wrinkle Smoothing Miracle Concentrate. And it says use AM and PM on clean skin, underneath or in place of your primer. And I just use it before I put on a primer. I just like the way it makes my makeup. Nothing sits in the creases of my eyes. Nothing sits around, you know, in my wrinkles and stuff. And it just makes my skin feel and look really good. So I love that. Also, if you're looking for if everyone should be wearing SPF, if you're looking for something that's just not going to interfere with your skin, because I have sensitive skin, I have acne prone skin, Josie Maran. This is the Argan Daily Moisturizer with Natural Broad Spectrum SPF 47. That's what it looks like, and it comes with a little pump. I got this in a set with the oil, and the cleansing oil for 24 bucks. So if you just want to try it out, keep an eye out on your 100 Point Perks on Sephora, because they're usually on there. But anywho, this is amazing. I just put it on. It doesn't break me out, like I said. It doesn't clog my pores, and you're getting SPF 47. And that's just one step to keep you from aging, to protect you from the sun. So, but it's not chemically and it's not super heavy. Love it. Also for skin and hair is the Josie Maran Argan Oil, and it just comes like this, and it's got a little dropper. I got some that were 100 Point Perk. I also picked up a few of those because I love to put it in the ends of my hair. I put it on my feet, put my socks on, put it on my cuticles. I love it. I mean, it's just amazing. So I do use it on my face as well, but everywhere else. So you just run it through your hair. You can just put it anywhere that you're dry. So I love that. And then a few more and then I'm done. The Vitamin Hydrating Mist from First Aid Beauty. And again, because I've been dry, just anything to spritz and make my face not feel so dry. The Cactus Flower and Ginseng Hydrating Mist. This was great when my skin was oily, but it still works amazing now, and it just makes it feel so fresh and really nice. I don't use both of these every day, like I don't use at the same time. I alternate. I leave everything sitting out, all my skincare mist, so I can use them anytime. Now this is the big boy, but this is the Guerlain Orchidy Imperial Toner, and it comes like this with the pump. This has been, I used it when I got it last year. Excuse me. I used it last year when I got it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good, you know, and I stopped using it. And then I started using it back around Halloween. And it's amazing. Like, I'll wash my face, I do my normal routine, and then I'll take this and just wipe it where my pores are really big, and where I'm really oily, and just kind of do that first, and then all the extra I just kind of wipe around. But it's still taking stuff out of my skin that I thought was washed off. It's really helping cleanse my skin. It's very expensive. But if you're looking to treat yourself, let's see, what's it call itself? yeah, the lotion, the toner. So, but if you're looking to treat yourself, if you're in the high-end market and you need a toner, so yeah, it's got the Girl On scent. I just assume everything has a Girl On scent, but I had to make sure. So if you don't like scented stuff, that's not for you. But I love it. It works great for me. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my December favorites, my semi-2016 favorites, but I could be here for 45 minutes if I sat and talked about every single thing that I love. Yeah, so I think we're going to call that a video. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment down below and let me know what your favorites were. If you did a video, let me know and I'll check out your channel, and I'd love to watch it.